E tau nei e te pōkei au ki a tātou katoa. He tohu o te hina pōuri ki te hunga. Kua rau me mene atu raki tua. Ngā mate o te wā. Hara mai haere. Tātou kei te ao marama ti hewa mauri ora. And welcome back to the hui. The explosion in methamphetamine addiction across Aotearoa is causing a wave of abuse of our elderly. But kuia based in Hawke's Bay say nannies should no longer remain silent about the financial and physical harm they've suffered at the hands of their meth-addicted whānau. Flexmere kuia Ngā Tiriti King, Bessie Manaina, Hedda Ferris and Lovey Edwards spoke to Aroha Treacher.
We live under a shadow, a dark shadow.
I'm 85.
73.
85 years of age.
Ngā Tiriti King is up early in Flexmere and is on her way to pick up other nannies, Hera, Lovey and Bessie.
Morena. What a lovely morning, eh?
They're nannies on a mission.
Morena, lovey. We're on our way to pick you up.
Oh, God, I'm ready to go back to bed.
Good friends,
Morena!
but it's shared trauma that has brought them together.
I was home on my own.
Late one night, a whānau member unexpectedly visited Ngā Tiriti at her home.
We talked about just normal things, but I sensed there was something not quite clicking. We got in a bit of an argument. I realised then I might be in danger. Something triggered him. He was standing by the kitchen drawers. And then he opened up the drawer and we had a cleaver in the drawer and he pulled it out. Then he just locked me in the corner with one hand around my throat and the cleaver. And I was able to hand the cleaver to my throat and I just kept praying. The door was pushed open and it was quite late at night. The door pushed open and it was our daughter. So how did she know? Honestly, it was a miracle. I would say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress.
The experience opened her eyes to the devastating impact of meth addiction on her loved ones, and she found she wasn't alone.
I've been with Nannies Against P for 2 years.
Nannies Against P is a grassroots community support network founded in Ngāti Kahungunu.
Do we get paid for this film?
How many nannies are there?
We have at least 20.
You sort of think, well, you're not the only one on this earth that's suffering. Many other nannies too out there suffering.
They hui often to share what was once a secret in a safe space.
I realised that a lot of nannies I knew, they had this problem, but they whakamā to tell anybody else.
P addiction can leave nannies picking up the pieces.
The nannies are taking children from the parents because they want to look after them, because knowing that their parents are on drugs.
I didn't want to talk about it.
I don't know, I think whether it was shame or something.
It's their own whānau, the ones they love, who are causing them harm.
My moko wanted to come and live with me, and I said, no, you can't, but he was getting abusive, and I just passed the phone to my daughter. She listened to what he was saying, and she said, no, you leave Nanny alone.
They can be taken advantage of financially too.
We intend to, as grandmothers, think love is by letting them having money, taking our card, but it's not, it's abuse. So, we have to educate ourselves.
There's really not much help out there for us nannies, where we just cope amongst ourselves.
And bringing pee-addicted whānau back home is not always the answer.
I had young ones that were naughty, and with the help of the police, we managed to bring them here to rehabilitate them. We put up with them here for like 18 months.
And what were they like when they were on meth?
Not nice to know. You couldn't talk to them. Everybody else was to blame for their life.
Did they threaten you?
Yes. When you see them without it, you wouldn't believe that they're the same people. They can be so beautiful and then they can be so ugly. It hurts us as nannies. I'm supposed to be a wahine tō, a mana wahine, but I'm a wahine mamai for the mokos.
Suicide has also left its scars.
It was sad because he left 5 children behind, 5. My grandson, both him and his partner, had an addiction to the drugs. So that was 6 years ago. I was devastated. I just couldn't believe this, you know. He was a good dad.
The nannies have gathered here at Waimarama Marae for a hui to raise awareness around addiction in the community.
Anō reira, mihi ana ki te maia, me te tautoko, a rātou tautoko i te kaupapa nei. Kāre rātou mo te whakamoe i te kaupapa nei, kei te pupuri tonu rātou i te kaupapa, kei te haere tonu rātou ki ngā huihuinga, e whakatairangi hia nei i te kaupapa, Nannies Against Pee.
Well, I've spent 53 years of my life in this community. I'm probably know more about gangs than anyone else in this country.
Because when I came into the mongrel, we drew our patches.
Mongrel Mob Life member Harry Tam is here to give insights into a world he knows better than most.
So my whole kōrero was to raise the awareness of our community of trauma and the need to treat trauma. It is really important.
Co-director of community group H2R, Harry works with hard-to-reach and marginalised Māori, and he is here for the nannies.
They're having to deal with it all on their own, you know. Because how many services are there to support the nannies, eh? Yeah, we'll support the people with addictions, we'll support the people that are on bed. But who's supporting the nannies when she's having to do all this, yeah?
We didn't really ask for any of this, the drug to be here with us. I've always blamed our governments because they should be looking after our borders, patrolling it better than what it is. They're accountable, but I don't think they want to hear that because nobody wants to hear that they're to blame.
The people that make the policies, very few know our realities in our lives.
Tam says treating trauma first and supporting reintegration is the key to healing and reducing gang involvement.
It's not an easy fix. So what is the motivation for our people to change, right? We give them a vision and it's about drugs, crime, prison. It's a dead-end vision. What's the vision of growing and having a good future for your family? Because until we change that conversation and have that vision, this is where we're going to be.
With no end in sight to the pee epidemic, the nannies took a claim to the Waitangi Tribunal in May this year.
What we wanted was safe places for the kaumatas. You know, with a solo parent, they're beaten up. They've got a place for them. A kaumata doesn't.
The claim sought funding to build their own safe house in Hastings.
We have refuges here, you know, safe houses for people, but the nannies just want one for their own so they can have their mokos and they're not just crowded.
And they also have the backing of iwi leaders.
He pai, a rātou kōrero, o rātou whakaro, Ko titia ki te nāka o te traipūnara, tāku I titiro nei, tāku nei ki te karauna, kia whakapiki ake, o rātou tautoko, a rātou nei mahi, hei tāwharau I te hunga ko tūkenotia, hei āwhina I ngā kaupapa pēnei I a Nannies against P. Kia whakapū āwaitia, kia whakawhanake hia, kia toroa nā ringa ki ngā hunga e tika ana. Nā runga anō I te iti o te pūtea, te iti o te tautoko a te kāwanatanga, he mahi ua, he pikaunga nui.
With healing in their hearts, the Nannies continue their fight to raise awareness of this issue.
Just take care and be aware. We have to be aware for the sake of the mokoponas.
All we can do is offer them advice and, if possible, help them. It's a big job, isn't it?
I understand. It's not them who actually are triggered by it, it's what they take, you know. There's forgiveness, it's all gone.
Kia kahara ki o tātou kuia. He kōrero anō kei te hui. He kōrero e whai ake ane tā marama. After the break, legendary navigator Bruce Blankenfeld from the waka Hōkūle'a is on the hui next. Tō ia mai te wakataputu ki te moana māwai e tō mā tātou katoa e tō. It's 51 years since the waka Hōkūle'a undertook its first journey from Hawaii to Tahiti, and in the process helped reinvigorate traditional navigation across Te Moananui-a-Kiwa. The journey continues today to train the next generation of navigators. And I sat down with the captain of Hōkūle'a, the legendary Bruce Blankenfeld.
We're here with the Va'a because we're on this multi-year journey of Moananui-a-Kiwa. So we're here right now to take care of the Va'a, to make sure they're in good shape for when they leave next month on a little sail and all the systems are functioning. But basically we're here in Aotearoa to continue this longer journey of learning as much as we can in our generation about voyaging, so we can continue to pass on to the next generations and get them in a position with their knowledge and their understanding of this, that they're ahead of us where we started.
But you've been in this a long time though.
I started on Hōkūle'a in 1977, right after the first voyage. And we were so fortunate because Hōkūle'a was only built for that one voyage. And there was really no plans for any further sailing or voyaging. So,
and here we are.
Here we are. And here we are, 51 years later.
51 years later. But the thing that strikes me when you say you're here to keep learning, what more is there to know, Bruce, after 51 years?
You know, we celebrated last year 50 years of voyaging, you know, but really the way we're beginning to see it is that right now we are on a 500-year voyage.
Wow.
And the reason we envision that is because apparently there was a gap of that many centuries from when voyaging pretty much came to a halt, a pause, until Hōkūle'a, apparently in Polynesia, was the first canoe built for voyaging in like 500, 600 years, right? So it's like as we've continued to voyage to the future, we're constantly have our learning senses or learning hats on or whatever it is to the past. It's like we're going back to a point where the pause was to try and reconnect in a larger, more pa'a way as we go forward. And then that's why I say, you know, I mean, we want to leave the next generation with as much as we can.
Do you think there are things in our past that can help solve some of our issues today?
I do. There's indigenous knowledge and an indigenous way of looking at the world, at the ocean and the land. And when the first foreigners came to these islands, these lands, there was a system. There was a cultural way of living within these lands that one of the things that they called it was aina momona. The land was always rich and bountiful. And pretty much everywhere we went to, that was like a a way of life. So it was a way to make the land, to keep it bountiful. So, you know, us as the kanaka, tangata of the place, you know, would be cared for.
I've heard someone describe it as balanced duality.
Yeah.
That the more you're away from land, the more you appreciate the whenua. The more you're away from the sea, the more you appreciate the moana. Have we lost that interconnectedness that we once held? And can you see it coming back now?
Yeah, I think we did lose it. I mean, like, you know, all of our food is in a supermarket. We just go over there and grab and go, and we just forget about it. But I think a big part of this journey is to get people to really understand the intricacies of nature. One of the things that we're really concerned about right now on this voyage is the climate, you know, the conditions of our oceans and the fragility of it. I mean, you know, we're 75% water on this planet. I mean, that's a fact. And we're running out of fresh water across this planet. You know, the 25% or 25 or 28% or whatever it is of land and our reliance of fresh water, it's like unbalanced. And so we're losing that. And I just think that that's part of this voyage. It's understanding, it's how we educate our youngsters in the world that they need to adapt to. And the world that, you know, through that, a key to the adaptation is understanding what they're adapting to and how they're going to do it. It can't just be a specialized science. It needs to be everyday knowledge of what we all need to do.
I'm sitting here with you and I can see heke nuku mai.
Ah, yeah.
Just on the hoi whakatere, on the hoi whakaue. And I understand that there's another name, and a well-known Māori name, that will be added to this waka.
Yes, the front mast, and we just got to take off the sail cover, but on the boom, Sir Tumu Te Heo Heo back in 2012, when this canoe was launched before we left here, I asked him if he would name that front mast for us because we wanted to keep this connection to Aotearoa, you know, the birthplace of this whaka. And so he said, okay, I'll think about it. And then he came back maybe about a week later, back up to Green Heights up here. And he had a little group with him, and they named that front mast after one of the ancestors, Mātorirangi. And then he told us a story, and it was really beautiful. It was pretty ceremonial, where he talked about it, and then there was some waiata.
Yeah.
So the duality of this waka, this back mast is named after a Hawaiian navigator called Kamuhualele. And Kamuhualele is, all those Naturirangi, they had that high status, you know, people of spirituality, knowledge, and all of that.
The name Naturirangi, of course, who called for the fire to come and help him on the maunga of Tongariro.
Yeah.
And of course that name carries significance because Tumu's grandson, Ahipu Mamau, the fire from afar.
Oh.
So lovely connections, eh? Lovely connections, Bruce. And of course, given your history in Hawaii, volcanoes, and all that interconnectedness. Eh? Gee, we're all the same, eh, Bruce?
Yeah, yeah, we are. Absolutely.
We're all the same.
Absolutely.
Well, let me just say in closing, Bruce, 500 years of loss, but I look forward to the next 500 years.
I do too.
Bruce, thank you. Tēnā koe. Te rangatira. Ka nui te mea kia.
He tākoro hou e kara mui mui ana e te tino tangata. The sport of pickleball, not just for the fickle, is up next on The Hui. No mai anō e hoa mā. Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports on the planet. The hybrid sport that's a mix of tennis, badminton and table tennis is also proving a hit across Aotearoa. This month, Hastings hosted the inaugural Māori Pickleball Champs. And any day now, 2 young Māori champions are heading to the Junior World Cup in Vietnam. And even our reporter, John Boynton, decided to have a crack.
It's one of the hottest sports on the planet.
When I first heard the name, I was like, what the heck? Why would people play something that's called pickleball?
And it's taking hold in small town Aotearoa.
Is your whānau mad about pickleball?
I would say so.
100%.
Lots of people here are mixing with people they never would have mixed with before, because this game is such fun. 'Cause 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 'C
Ōpiki is in the heartland of the Horowhenua district.
Ōpiki, yes. Centre of the universe.
Any famous people from Ōpiki?
The Whitelocks rugby. Sam's just bought the family farm, so he's a local
Just down
now.
the road, yeah.
Benji and Amy Hohepa hope their daughter Moana will put Ōpiki on the map too.
She'll play any sport. She played squash and got introduced to pickleball, and it's sort of no turning back from there.
Blake with the high put away.
In recent years, pickleball has skyrocketed in popularity. The sport is a mix of tennis, badminton and table tennis.
Come on.
Unbelievable. With a lucrative professional league in the US, even receiving the Hollywood treatment.
An epidemic is sweeping across our once great nation, and its name is...
Pickleball, bitch!
Get your pickleball ass out of here.
So it's a game for all ability, all ages. Doesn't matter if you're tall, short, anyone can play.
Moana first started playing with her dad, Benji.
All the time. Yep.
She plays her best when she's playing against her dad.
Yeah, there's no love loss when we play together, which is fine.
But the practice is paying off.
This one was my first big tournament in Auckland, and it was the New Zealand Open, and I came first in the open doubles in the 3.5 and under.
It's club night, and the whole whānau are heading to the Horowhenua Pickleball Club.
Everyone treats Moana as their own.
Right from when people walk in through that door, if there's new people, we smile, we go straight up to them, we make sure that they're cared for. The manaaki is to care for, right?
Club President Mandy Fryer says anyone at any level can come and give it a go.
We're telling our whānau, we're telling our people, like, come, and they're like, oh, I don't want to do that. And you go, look, just come along. If it's not you, that's fine. And they get here and they just love it. So for myself, I hadn't actually exercised for over 20 years. Come here and did that, and I absolutely loved it.
Club night is also a chance for Moana to catch up with her doubles partner, Maya.
What makes you two such a good pairing?
I guess like our communication. Maya's got the power.
Moana has the touch.
They'll both be representing Aotearoa at the first ever Pickleball Junior World Cup in Vietnam in August.
It's pretty special being so young from a small Ōpiki, you know, just taking on the world. It's cool.
Like when people ask us where we're from, we say Levin, but they don't actually know where it is. So it's actually pretty good, 2 young people going over to represent New Zealand.
And what are you doing to prepare for the tournament?
We're doing lots of fundraising and coaching.
Coaching. Maybe I need a lesson. As a die-hard tennis fan and player, I'm quite keen to give pickleball a go.
Don't judge my t-shirt, it's a tennis one.
Maya's Kōrero Richie is giving me a few tips.
It's a skillful game.
But how hard can it be?
Since he's a learner, we'll give him a fair go, okay?
Is there something wrong with my paddle?
It's got a particular bounce, the pickleball.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's got its own style. Yeah. Not like tennis. Stay there, John.
This is fast. Too fast. Oh, gee. Not that one.
That's it. Oh, very good shot.
But I finally started getting the hang of it and can see why people get hooked.
Great play.
The next morning, competitors from around the country have arrived here in Levin, with medals and reputations on the line. Community leader Hine Flood is in the thick of the competition.
When I first heard the name, I was like, what the heck? Why would people play something that's called pickleball? But it wasn't until we were actually introduced to the game itself, got a feel for the paddle, had a little bit of a hit. You can be quite aggressive or you can be passive if you want to.
She sees firsthand how pickleball can bring a positive change to communities.
We saw Māori men coming to play the sport. And so we immediately saw that if our men are coming out of their homes, then there's going to be less vulnerability in those homes for our people. And we were just motivated to let's give this sport a go. We only had badminton courts, so it was a real mission to get our courts prepared for the game. But every week the numbers just grew and grew. And our whānau were coming, they were losing weight, they didn't come to lose weight.
So she decided to start the Māori Pickleball New Zealand Association.
If the pickleball court means that they're going to come out of their homes, which they wouldn't normally do ordinarily, then that is huge for us. That is huge for wellbeing.
The 2026 Māori Pickleball tournament was held this weekend in Hastings.
It is our first one, but it will not be the last. So our job is to ensure it is a success and that it becomes an annual kaupapa, so it can be a platform for rangatahi.
Rangatahi like Moana and Maya.
One of the things that I've recognised about Maya and Moana Lee was the manner in which they played the sport. You know, humārie, willing to play with their dad and their uncle, you know, and just supportive, you know, cheering other people on. And so for us to have these babies as Māori represent us on that world stage, then our role is to make sure that the pathway for them and their whānau to get there is okay.
Do you like having your whānau involved?
Yes, because like we go everywhere and then you can just like go different places, play with them.
The girls are cheering on their team. The game is down to the wire, so to break the deadlock, they're playing a dream maker. The first to 21 points by a margin of 2 wins the game. They end up just winning 21 to 19. Pickleball will keep everyone here coming back for more.
So for me as a 67-year-old, I know I could still be playing this sport for another 20 years.
Come and give it a try and you'll enjoy it.
Yep, come have a go.
And the more you practice, the better you'll be.
You let your paddles do the talking?
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I think I could nail that sport. I think I could. A kāti koe ria ke te kōrero, te hākina kina o te hui ki konei mō tēnei raro, po te he. Join us next week for more from Te Ao Māori. Until then, e ngai hui, kia mau, ki te tūranga o taputapu Aotearoa, haumi e, hui e, taiki e. Nā te puna whakatongarewa, te hui, I tautoko.